Alright. So basically, I'm getting a lot of questions on my stream. How do I do my 90s? How do I do my 90s consistently? And the answer is, I'm a lord. No, I'm playing. But if you don't know what a 90 is, in Season 8, I think you live under a rock. And just click off the video. But no. Basically, the things you need to start off with is you need to be able to jump and look around at the same time. So there's basically like 3 things to do. You can do like I do, and I have paddles on the back of my controller. I have a Nikon controller. I'll have it linked down below. I'll have all these things linked down below. And so basically what you need is paddles on the back. So basically what paddles are, having your X or A, whatever console you play on, is mapped to a paddle on the back of the controller, so you're able to jump and look around at the same time. And another one you can do is playing claw. What claw is just taking your pointer finger and I'll have a picture on the screen probably, and it's just like hovering over your face buttons on your controller, and you're able to jump and look around at the same time as well, and swap between builds and your pickaxe and whatnot. Third one is you can map your vines around. So basically what you can do, go over to settings, and you can take your left stick or your right stick or your map, and you like on PS4 you can like click the top of the map and it will jump for you, or your left stick, jump and look around at the same time. So those are basically the 3 ways you can jump around and look around at the same time. Alright, next up we need to talk about sensitivity. Do you need a fast sensitivity? No. Do you need a slow sensitivity? No. I play on like a moderate sensitivity, not that high compared to a lot of players, but people might say my build sense is a little high, and that is because you need to be able to like snap really fast with your builds. But don't play too high like a PC crackhead or soccer skin, you know. I don't know what to do. So just like spam the builds like. But anyways, you don't need too high of a sensitivity, but you definitely need a high enough one to be able to, whatever set is, to not be able to go like this and like hit that wall. So we're actually going to start off with the 90, and what is it? You basically do a 90 degree turn on your ramp. And it's like the fastest way to get high ground. As you're going to a 90, what you have to do is place the wall up here, right there. And this is why I've seen a lot of videos of people going like this and just doing a 90 like that. That's why you don't do that. You need to have a floor placed with your 90. So you go like this, watch. I'm like halfway up. Look at that. It brings me up. And this is basically just have more consistent 90s and not run into this wall and not Harry Pottering yourself. What Harry Pottering yourself means is just when you go like this, and then you place your ramp right here, and then you're stuck inside your own 1x1. So you need to go like this, place your floor, place your ramp. That's all what a 90 is. Another thing too is when you're placing your floor, you do not want to look up while you do it, or like look straight up here, because you are definitely going to have this floor above your head and you won't be able to go into your next 90 or build or whatever you're planning on doing. How do you get faster at your 90s? Basically, consistency, practice, and that's basically it. You need a lot of practice with this. I practice my 90s every day to warm up. So make sure you're placing these 2 walls. Make sure you look down while you place that floor, and while you place that ramp. And then you go up for another 90, do the same thing. So once you guys are starting, if you don't know how to do this, just keep going up in a 1x1. So next thing you want to practice is like where to jump on your 90, because I see this a lot of kids going like this right into their walls, and those 90s are so slow compared to 90s that you should be doing. So 90s, how you're supposed to do them is like this, and you're not hitting your wall. It just makes for a faster 90 and how to retake high ground faster. So where you want to jump is as soon as you're placing your floor and ramp, you're wanting to look like right at this corner and jump right there. It looks like in fast motion like we're hitting this wall, but we're actually not. So jump up, place your ramp, and you're wanting to hit like right here, so you can go up into your next 90 without having to jump too much. Basically, we're going to talk about the different variations of 90s, and all variations are is just to improve consistency and the rhythm. But I do the basic 90 because that's the most consistent for me, and a lot of people do it for consistency. So there's the basic 90, which is the one I do, and it's pretty fast and consistent. And then there's this one where you go up your ramp, place your wall, look over here, and then go into these 90s. And a thing I want to talk about is like, you just can't keep spamming your 90s like this. You will get jump fatigue. On your third 90, that is when you want to ramp out twice and then do your 90s like this. See, I started to get jump fatigue on that one. So the last variation that I can think of is going like this. A lot of people do this with different dead zones and it's more consistent, but I cannot do these to save my life. I don't know, I just don't find them consistent with me, and I just can't do them, so I don't. But this is the one that I do, and I find it really consistent. Now we're going to talk about left 90s. Now that you mastered your right side, which should take a lot of practice, we're going to go into the left 90. Basically, it's the exact same way. Exact same thing. So just restart the process over, go through the motions, and just build your one by one up like this. And try to land right here, like I stated before, in the right 90. And it's the same motion. It's basically like a circular motion with your right stick. That's all it is when doing the 90. So yeah, that basically concludes the video. You know me, man. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you drop a sub. I stream every day, so drop that sub. Come check out the stream. See some 90s on the stream. See me crank them 90s, you know. See some sick edits, bot plays, you know, the usual. Alright. Make sure you guys drop a sub and a like. Peace.